Okay, so I thought I would share what my meal plan looks like this week. Monday, kebabs with cauliflower rice mixed with turmeric rice. Okay, we're gonna disregard all the random stuff on my counter because I just grabbed some groceries, but I want to get this started before I put them away. I am making Mediterranean chicken kebabs tonight. I picked these up from Aldi. They come in a pack of 4, obviously. They are really easy. I'm just putting them on the George Foreman grill because that's the easiest thing to do. And I'm serving them with some, I'm going to have to use both my hands, some turmeric rice with cauliflower, and I'll show you that in a minute. Let me get this one out of this package because I can't, and then I'll show you what I'm doing with the rice. Okay, so the chicken is on. I just added some extra virgin olive oil to the pan. Sorry if it's a little dark. I'm using natural light in my kitchen. I'm going to add a bag of the Trader Joe's organic rice cauliflower. And I'm seasoning that up with a pinch of salt, a heavy dose of my favorite seasoning that apparently I need to get more of and didn't even realize, the Shoop seasoning, and then the Trader Joe's Mushroom and Company Umami seasoning blend, which I love this stuff. I'm adding in some of my freezer turmeric rice. And I'll just cook all of this together until the cauliflower is cooked down a fair amount and the rice starts to get crispy. Okay, so I just used the Trader Joe's Tzatziki creamy garlic cucumber sauce, and it was a great meal. Tuesday we're going to do pork quesadilla and Brussels sprouts. I'm trying and failing when it comes to showing you what I'm cooking, but I thought I would share my favorite Brussels sprouts recipe right now. I like to shave them, so I cut them into like 3 or 4 pieces, and then I add on the Trader Joe's shiitake, umami seasoning, some of my favorite Shoop seasoning, a few tablespoons of bacon pieces, and some olive oil, and it's really tasty. Hi! Crackers? So I already made Brett's quesadilla, and now I'm making mine. I'm just doing half of a quesadilla. This is a low carb wrap. I put some cheese down and then pulled pork from the other night. I'll link the video where I made that. And then a drizzle of barbecue sauce and now cheese on top of that. I'm gonna close it up, flip it over, continue cooking it, and then plate my food up. I made a tiny salad with romaine lettuce. My kid's yelling in the background because she doesn't want her diaper changed. I'm using Aldi Italian dressing, a few tomatoes, a few cucumbers. I'll just drizzle a tiny bit over that. Here's my finished dinner. I have that salad that's dressed that I already showed you, my Brussels sprouts, and half of a quesadilla. And I'm going to apparently hold my child on my lap whilst trying to eat. On Wednesday, salmon or chicken Caesar salads. Alrighty, we're beginning our voiceover portion of this video. I'm not a super champ at voiceover, so please forgive me. I just pat off the chicken to dry it down, and now I'm putting on the Zatarain's blackened seasoning onto the 4 bigger ones, and then one for Clara. I'm just popping on some garlic powder and some onion powder, and then I realized that the onion powder was the new one and I still had some of the old one. So that's what I'm just adding for hers. I didn't add any extra salt or anything. Try not to salt her up too much So I'm spraying my George Foreman grill, old trusty. I've been using this thing so much lately, with some olive oil spray. That's from Sam's Club. Putting the seasoning face down on this grill. I seriously love using the George Foreman. This isn't a paid ad or anything, because this isn't 1995 when George Foremans were popular. But I just like using it because it's so easy. It's easy to clean up. Just wipe it down. No, no complaints. I'm seasoning the other sides of the chicken. I actually want to caution you with the Zeteran seasoning. It does get kind of spicy. But I just grilled that up. It took like not even 10 minutes. And we're having Caesar salads tonight. So I already made Brett's, and I gave Clara her food. I think I gave her ravioli this night because, she can be kind of cranky. But, or no, I didn't give her ravioli. I don't know what I gave her. I gave her some food, but not a Caesar salad. So I just put the Caesar dressing, the Aldi Caesar dressing on there, and I'm mixing it up. And I didn't love the Caesar dressing from there. Brett liked it. I added some red onion, to the top, and then I am chopping up some of this grilled chicken. It was nice and juicy and flavorful. Again, kind of spicy, which I don't mind, but some people are not super into the spice, so just use it a little more lightly, I'd say. But yeah, it was really tasty, and it was so easy to come together after work. That's like my biggest thing is I like to make things that are quick and easy, and that's why I do a fair bit of meal prepping on the side. On Thursday, teriyaki chicken with white rice, and I put zucchini, but I forgot zucchini at the store, so I'm going to do broccoli. So I decided that I wasn't going to do teriyaki just because I didn't feel like it. So I whipped up this random recipe, and I'm using the coconut aminos by Trader Joe's. I had never used coconut aminos before, but they did the trick. I mean, I don't have any complaints. It still tasted like soy sauce in my opinion. So yeah, so I think I did a tablespoon of that. I'm not sure. I'll write out the recipe for you below. But I also did oyster sauce that I got from Walmart, some ketchup. What else did I use? Cayenne pepper. The recipe I was loosely going off of said to use chili paste, and I don't have chili paste. So I just decided that I would look up what a replacement for chili paste is. And apparently you can use ketchup with a dash of cayenne pepper if you don't have chili paste, because it's like a similar consistency. So I just whipped that up, set it aside, and now I'm chopping up this broccolini. It has seen better days, to be honest. I got it from Trader Joe's, and I don't know, it was just kind of soggy. I took off the extra leaves, and I just went ahead and chopped off the stems, and that was that. Now I put some avocado oil in my pan and let it get hot, and then I put in, it was like a little over a pound of cubed chicken that I let defrost in the refrigerator overnight. It was already cubed up. I put it in the refrigerator that way. I love doing that. I just sprinkled over some coconut aminos, adding some minced onion, which I love to put on all my chicken. It's so good. If you're like pan frying it, it like renders down. It's super tasty. Some black pepper. And then I am just going in with some good old minced garlic because I can't be bothered to peel garlic for just a weeknight meal. I just can't do it. But yeah, I cooked that up, and then I scooted it to the side, adding a little more avocado oil. And then I am throwing in my broccolini in there. Over the broccolini, I am just going to put in some salt, a little more avocado oil, because a lot of it escaped into the chicken. Yep, salt, and some garlic powder, I think is what I put on there. We'll see. Yep, garlic powder. I knew it. I know myself so well. And then stir that and cook it until it's tender. I didn't cook it until it was tender enough, to be honest, but it was still good enough for us. Just cook it for a while. Once that was cooked for well, not quite long enough time, but long enough, if you know what I mean, I made sure the chicken was cooked through, and then I'm adding that sauce that I created on top of the chicken. I am not lying when I tell you guys that I really like this sauce. It was pretty mild. It wasn't too sweet. I don't know why it would be sweet. I don't remember if I put any sugar into it. Just the ketchup, I think. I don't remember. Anyway, it was very, very tasty. And I think I would like to make a little more of the sauce next time. Now we're moving on to this smashed cucumber salad. I saw this recipe on Tasty, and if you're like me, you see things on Tasty and you're like, I'm gonna make that, and then you never freaking make it. But I saw this the day before I made this. Yes, I printed out the recipe because that's apparently the only way I know how to make a recipe. I do really poorly if I'm looking at my phone. Anyway, you're supposed to to smash this cucumber, physically smash it, and then chop it the rest of the way. I feel like I didn't really need to smash it. I feel like that wasted a lot of the guts of the cucumber. But hey, it worked. It was messier than it should have been. It left a mess on my counter. That's going to bug me the rest of the time I'm talking to you. Back there, you can see it. And yeah, it made for, I don't know, it was a fun time making it, I suppose. So anyway, I just smashed it up, then cut it up, and then I broke up the pieces that wouldn't break up before. And then we're going to make a sauce for it. So I just minced up like a tablespoon of red onion, and then I am adding in, don't remember. I should probably have the recipe book in front of me. A half a teaspoon of sugar, a half a teaspoon of salt, a whole teaspoon of coconut aminos, and a whole teaspoon of rice wine vinegar, but I did a little too much. It was fine though. And then I wanted a half of a teaspoon of sesame oil. I don't like too much. The recipe called for more, but I just don't like too much sesame oil. It's a little overwhelming to me, especially since we're putting in white sesame seeds. They say to do toasted, but I didn't prepare enough to toast them. And then just a tiny sprinkle of crushed red pepper flakes, mixing it all together, and let it sit a little bit, and you've got a really easy side. This was what the meal ended up looking like. It was tasty. I have no complaints, except for that the smashed cucumber salad could have had a little more flavor, but everything else was really tasty. On Friday, spaghetti carbonara. When I'm telling you that I felt like a champ when I made this recipe, I'm being very serious. It called for 4 egg yolks, so I separated those, and then 2 large eggs, and putting those in there right now. This was something that was like, I don't know. I saw it on someone else's video, and they did like a really bad version of it. Like, they let the eggs get scrambled, and I was like, I could do that better. And you know what? I'd never done it before, so I don't know why I was so cocky. However, I did do it better, I think. My eggs didn't get scrambled. I did the steps correctly. Anyway, mix up the eggs, and now I'm going to add in, I think it's like 1.5 ounces of Parmesan into the eggs. I'm weighing it out, as I have been with a lot of things lately, because we are trying to just watch what we eat, be mindful of the things that we're consuming and how much of it we're consuming. Mix this all together, and now I'm adding some fresh black pepper on top. I would have done more, but we had, I had guests, so I needed to be, mindful of that. So I made a little Olive Garden salad, and then this bacon gave me some trouble. I need new knives is what I really need. But I chopped up a half a package of bacon, and I used about 4 ounces of it in the recipe. So added some avocado oil into the pan, let that warm up. This is my Le Creuset. You can use any Dutch oven or like heavy bottom pan to do this. Then I add my bacon into that, and I let it cook until it was really crispy. I'm getting ahead of myself. Bacon's just now going in the pan. Apparently I can explain it way faster than my phone or video recording was going. Anyway, once that gets crispy, you take it out of the oil, and then you're going to take the oil out of this pan. I didn't show this whole process because I tried to record it and I just didn't get it right. But you take the oil out of the pan, and then you're going to add 3 tablespoons of the oil back into it. I let my pan continue cooking on accident after this, so it got really ugly, as you can see. So I try to scoop out some of the little black bits because they're just not attractive. You add a cup of the pasta water in and let it come to a boil and reduce some, and then you add your strained spaghetti, or I use linguine, and you just start whipping it around. You stir it really, really well and really, really fast until it comes to like a heavy whipping cream consistency. Then you add about, I think it was like another cup of pasta water to the egg mixture. Then you add it in slowly into the pasta and keep whipping it around. And then you add in the bacon. And then you have a delicious spaghetti carbonara. I think it was so good. I'll link the recipe for you. But this is my family enjoying dinner. Scooping up their dinner. That's my mom. She ate a crap ton of the salad. That's my creepy ass brother. Look at him. He's giving me that mean face on purpose. But this is what my plate looked like. It was really, really good. It was different from things that I usually make, so that was nice. Sunday night and the last night that I'm going to be filming the what we're eating this week. And then I think next week I am going to do more of the just what we ate instead of how to make it, because it's just a lot. It takes a lot of time, and I work full time. Come home with my kid, and most of the time I try to hang out with her while I'm cooking because I don't have a ton of time. So y'all know the struggle. But tonight we're just having ground beef tacos. I'm gonna brown this up, add in my favorite taco seasoning right now is the Taco Bell seasoning mix. I don't know, I think it's really good. We usually do the, oh my gosh, can't find it. Okay, we usually do the Ortega taco seasoning mix, and I buy this big thing of it, and I still really like it, but during the early stages of the pandemic that was sold out, and so I grabbed a few of these because it was all the store had, and I ended up loving it, and I purchased like 6 of them. So on nights where we're just doing a plain old taco night, I like to do this, but I like to use the other seasoning in chicken and stuff like that. So I'm gonna finish cooking this and I'll show you the end plate because there's really no more steps besides following the directions to make this and assembling. She insists on a taco instead of a quesadilla most days now, but it's the messiest thing ever. Pretty cute though. And then I'm just having one soft taco, one crunchy taco, super basic. I have sauce on it, lettuce, cheese. I'm having a Trader Joe's sparkling watermelon juice. And that's dinner. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, like, comment, all those good things, and I'll see you next time.